Hi everybody and welcome to Good Intraster. So in the last video we saw about unicasting, and we saw that unicasting talks about a person sending a message to a particular person. So when you want to send a message to a particular person, that is only one sender and one receiver is involved, you use unicasting. And I also told you that multicasting talks about there's going to be one sender and that's going to be a lot of receivers. So for example, in a TV broadcasting station, let's take for example movies now, and he needs to send the same movie to everybody, to all his receivers. So in that case, there is going to be a one sender and a lot of receivers. So in network simulation, we can simulate multicasting. So there are about three types of multicasting that is possible in network simulation. So first of all, in order to in order to tell NS that you're going to use multicast, you need to tell NS that you're going to use multicast. So you need to use set ns new simulator and then this option hyphen multicast, then you have to pass in on, or you can also just say this is going to be just the regular way, just say ns set ns new simulator, and then hey ns just enable multicast. So you can use either one of this. So this is how you tell the network simulator that you're going to use multicast. So we're going to just tell network simulator that our this program is going to differ from all the program which we have written so far, and I'm going to use multicast in this program. Right now, there are three types of multicast possible, and the first one is centralized multicast, and then dense mode multicast, then shared tree mode. And we are going to see about bidirectional share tree mode, and this is going to be the last video on explaining multicast, and in the next video I'll give you some tools and tips to where you should go when you got a problem. And never miss the next video, it's gonna really help you a lot. Alright, now in order to use multicast, as I told you, there are two methods, and here they have used the first method, and you need to create a multicast address. So here there's going to be a lot of receivers, so you can't just create an agent and connect it with another application, so it's not going to be possible. So for that you need to create a multicast address. So you create it with set group, then node allocate address. So remember that you need to use it's case sensitive, and it at many times it doesn't even provide errors, it doesn't even give you errors so that you can correct it. So since this is a scripting program, it doesn't give that much error, so you need to really be careful about these capital letters. It's going to be node and then allocate address. Alright, so this is here we are just creating a multicast address, and then in our regular programs we used to create UDP agent. So another thing, so since we are just having a single sender and a multiple receivers, so in a TV connection he just sends you the TV station, he just sends the video or the movie to all its subscribers. It doesn't even require to know that every subscriber has received the video. So there's going to be no TCP, there's going to be a no reliable connection in multicast. So we're just going to use UDP. Only UDP works with multicast. Alright, and since it's the receivers, there's going to be a lot of receivers, you're just going to just explicitly use two statements here, and then you're going to For that created new agent, you're just going to say, hey UDP, set the destination address to group, and hey UDP, set the destination port to 0. So you're gonna use these two statements to tell UDP agent and saying him, hey, you're not this program doesn't work the regular way. You're just going to send the destination to the group. So whichever nodes I'm adding it to the group, you need to send it to all those nodes, so that we can send the message to more than one node. Alright. So if you got confused here, it's not doing something magical here. See, here we're just creating a new object, right? And inside the object, this parameter, so we're going to set this variable dst underscore addr underscore and then ampersand group. So it's a variable inside this object. So you need to remember this. So since we didn't write this program, we don't know what's happening inside. So we really need to mug up certain things to do a simulation or network simulator. Alright. So you're gonna just say this one, and I wanna talk about a last thing. We are simulating a network. So we need to visually see what all the nodes we are adding. So we are going to create a monitor. So this statement set and then our receiver and then new agent loss monitor. So what it's gonna do is it's gonna visually show us what are all the nodes are added. So it's gonna color all our nodes, and then we'll be able to see them visually, so that we see it and then we learn it. Alright. So and we we know that n is at 0 point whatever number you specify, that is seconds. Hey, n is at 0.3 second, just add the node 1 to the group. Hey, node 1, join the group. Alright. Then it's gonna be, you're gonna pass in the monitor here. So whenever a new node is added to the group, this monitor is going to visually show us what's happening. Don't worry. Now it might feel a little bit you didn't understand anything, but just gonna see a real life example. We're gonna simulate a ring network today in today's video. So if you want to, so if you want to do a centralized multicast or dense mode, you can check this document, and I'll be telling about where this document exists in the next video. Alright. So just stay tuned that we're just going to use bidirectional SHA-3 mode. So just stay tuned that we're going to use bidirectional SHA-3 mode in this video. So what we need to understand these two statements as well. So here I'm just saying, hey, this NS network simulator software comes along with bst.tcl. So this bst.tcl is going to be an interface to the underlying C and C++ classes. So what I'm just saying is, hey, bst.tcl, just set your, so this bst.tcl is going to have an argument called rp underscore. So rp underscore is nothing but an array, and so that you can pass an index. So this array, you're just creating a class variable rp underscore, and then you're going to just index with the group which we are going to create, so which we have already created. So this group is nothing but set group node allocate address. So we're just gonna visually see, don't worry about it. So I'm just saying here, hey STTCL, set your argument, that is RP underscore, and index it to group, and then just add the node. This is going to be the starting node, and I'm going to, so here there's going to be a single sender in our multicast, so I'm choosing the sender as node 0. All right, and in the next statement I'm just saying, hey NS, set the multicast routing protocol to ST. So here we are just seeing a SAT mode, so we're just really going to do is a bidirectional SAT mode. So we're just going to, we will be using $ns MRT PROTO, that is multicast routing protocol BST. So let us don't waste time and let us look at the real pro.